Alright guys, we're back here with Hedwig's Flight. So, today what we're going to work on is we're going to try and work on increasing the speed at which we can play this. So, we should say right at the beginning, if you cannot yet play the whole piece from start to finish with the metronome at 60 BPM, then I would really say go back and continue to work on what we were talking about last video, which is gradually adding bars. So maybe each day see if you can play an extra bar with the metronome and joining it all together, gradually adding one and adding one and adding one and adding one, linking them all together. Because if you try and do what we're going to try today without being able to do that, I think you might find it a bit frustrating. So yeah, let's make sure that we can play the whole thing from beginning to end at 60 BPM. No pauses, no hovering. Okay? So, with that said, let's move on to what we're doing today. Today, we're using a slightly different metronome. We've got one of these guys because it's got a little slidey thing that we can use to increase the metronome, which is what we're going to be doing today. So, I've got a game that I'm gonna show to you today. So, the way we're going to play this game, I mean, I say it's game, it's more just a way that you can practice it, a way that you can challenge yourself. So, we're going to start off, we're going to play the piece at 60 BPM, just like the way we have. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you because it would take ages, but I'm just going to play the first line, but I would like you to play the whole thing at 60 BPM. So, 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 1, and 2, and 3, and... Okay, so just imagine, for the sake of time, that I've gone through the whole thing and I've played it all perfectly. Probably can't because I haven't practicing it, but because you guys have been practicing it, I have all the confidence in the world that you guys will be able to do the whole thing. So, you've done it at 60 BPM. Great. Okay. Let's see if we can do it now at 70 BPM. Okay. Try that now. 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Oops. Okay. Right. So that time, I made a mistake just there. I made a stupid mistake. So, so this is what we come back to what I was saying last time about being really honest with yourself. Okay, if you make a mistake, you've got to own up to it and realize that mistakes are fine. They're just part of the learning process. But we don't want to practice making mistakes. So if we can't quite get it at 70 BPM, we're going to bump it back down to 60 BPM. Okay, so then you would try it one more time at 60 BPM. And I'm just going to do the first few bits for you. 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, then I get that one right. So, even though I've already done it at 60 BPM, still really good practice for me to practice doing it at a slower tempo. Okay, great. Now I can do it at 60 BPM. I've proved to myself that I can still do that. It wasn't a fluke. Okay, then you bump it up to 70 BPM. Okay, let's try do it at 70 BPM. 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 1, and 2, and 3, and... Okay, again, I only did the first line, but let's imagine. Great, I did the whole thing perfectly. Then you bump up to 80 BPM, and so on and so on and so on. See if you can push yourself to see how far you can get. Now, if you did this for ages on just one particular day, you know, I know I would definitely get a bit frustrated, particularly if I kept having to bump myself back. Okay, I got 60 and I did that fine, but then I got 70. Oh, I've got to bump myself back. That would be super frustrating. So don't try and do whole huge amounts all in one go. Okay, if you say, okay, today I've played at 60 BPM and then I also played at 70 BPM, that's great. Write that down. Cool. Okay, I can play at 70 BPM. Then next time you have a practice, there's no need to start at 60 BPM. Then you would start at 70 BPM because say, okay, I know I can play at 70 BPM. So today that was the maximum I was able to play at. Tomorrow I'm going to try it and do 70 BPM. So similar to the thing where we build up each bar one at a time, you can maybe just increase the tempo one day at a time. So, you know, one day you play 70, next day you play 80, so on and so on. If you want to go even slower than that, that's totally cool. I imagine some of you may not have the patience for that. That's fair enough. But, you know, sometimes you could say, all right, today I played at 71. That's it. That's fine. That's still better than what I did yesterday. And then 72, and then 73, and then 74. So that's the way I want you to go about practicing this. Okay, guys. I want you to see if you can push yourself to play this piece at increasingly faster speeds. Be honest with yourself when making a mistake, but realize that mistakes are part of how we learn anything in general, and particularly how we learn to play the guitar. Okay, so every time you do something, you can play the whole thing through at a particular speed, increase the speed. If you want to just write that down and say, right, that's my new maximum, and then start again tomorrow, that's totally cool. Okay, hopefully that all made sense for you guys. As always, let me know if you have any questions about going through this, or if you want to show me any videos of you doing this. You can either leave a comment down below, or you can email Louise at Dalmain. That's all I have for you today, guys. Have a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Bye!